executive making her way in the big city. Pursuing her dreams along with the millions of other hopefuls who abandoned their small-town lives for the sake of adventure. I liked my job, mostly. But there were days when I questioned if it was worth it. But then, there were days like this day.
You wanted to see me?
When my boss put me on a different sort of project.
Are you familiar with L'Amour Chocolat?
Chocolates. I like chocolate. Everyone likes chocolate. But I didn't know how much I would learn to love chocolate. Because chocolate would take me back home, where chocolate and Christmas are king. And ultimately, chocolate would also be how I fell in love. With a prince.
Oh, Lauren, I was looking for you.
Oh, please, Chelsea, don't tell me it's bad news.
Okay, I won't.
It is bad news, isn't it?
Lauren, it's no news at all. I just wanted to tell you that Mr. Holliday wanted to see you the second you got in.
Do you know what it's about?
Nope, but I wouldn't keep him waiting.
Okay, I'll just put my stuff down. I'll be right there.
You wanted to see me?
Lauren, come on in. Take a seat. Lauren, a remarkable opportunity has just fallen into our hands. Are you familiar with L'Amour Chocolat?
Of course. I love them. If I had a boyfriend, I'd ask for them for Valentine's Day.
Anyway, Horizon has been in charge of their American account for several years. And it's not really anything special because over 70% of L'Amour's business is done in Europe and the UK. But after major realignment, they've decided they want to change all that. In fact, they have said that in the next 10 years, they would like to split their market share 50-50 with Europe and the United States.
Wow, that is a tall order.
Yes, and I happen to hear through the grapevine that they're very unhappy with Horizon's initial plan for the rollout. So they've been talking to other agencies, and they're in a hurry to make a decision. So we need to present on December 20th.
Oh, wow.
Yes, wow. I want you to do the pitch.
Great.
Yes.
Why me?
Why you? Well, because you're young. Let's face it, the reason why they're willing to kick Horizon to the curb has to be because they're too old school. You cannot reach the average American buyer with old ideas. It's not going to happen. So, I want to start thinking outside of the box. Make no mistake, I do realize that putting you in charge is a huge risk, but I do like the risk to reward ratio here. And let's face it, playing smart odds is what got me what I have today. However, I am bringing in an international consultant to help bolster those odds.
Oh. No offense, sir, but I don't need a consultant.
With all due respect, Lauren, yes, you do. Okay? The L'Amour account has far too much potential for me to take any chances.
Okay, who is it?
Young man named Paul Morton. He comes from one of our partner agencies in Europe, from the Kingdom of Candishire.
Right. And when does he get here?
He gets here soon enough. So why don't you go to your desk, start thinking outside of the chocolate box.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yes. Don't mess this up, Lauren.
Okay.
Have you set that up with my secretary?
Right away.
Thank you.
Chelsea.
Okay. So, what did he say?
Well, you're his executive assistant. Shouldn't you know?
More chocolates?
Well, more chocolates.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. You deserve it.
Oh, thank you. I just don't want to get too excited. I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity, but if I blow it, it might be my last shot.
Well, don't worry. You'll be great.
I heard about the Lemoore chocolate account, and I don't know how you can complain.
Well, good morning, Daria, and I'm not complaining.
Selling chocolate to Americans about as tough as selling tea to the British.
Well, I think if that were true, they wouldn't have come here, and I probably wouldn't have been offered this project.
It should have been mine. I have a lot more experience than you in that marketing category. This is so unfair.
Well, if you really want to get involved, I'm gonna need some help in the consumer behavior analysis. What do you say?
Sorry, but I'm busy.
Okay, I'll catch you next time.
So, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I do love this whiskey.
You should. It's your whiskey. Royal Share whiskey.
Paul, that's just a name that you slapped on the bottle. I still don't know what it even means.
Well, I explained it to you. In whiskey distilling, a tiny bit of the spirit evaporates from the barrel as the whiskey ages. They call this the Angel's Share. Royal Share is just a play on that. After all, everybody wants to be a royal. What's the matter?
What could possibly be the matter? I get hungry and I click my fingers. I get bored and the Royal Archive contains every book, movie, TV show ever written in the last 50 years. I feel a cold coming on and there's a dozen servants with silk handkerchiefs ready to wipe my nose. Oh, what could possibly be the matter?
Occupational hazard of being a prince.
You know when I was most happy? When you and I were at boarding school together.
Of course. The only thing we had to worry about was getting caught sneaking into the girls' dorm.
I just want to do something meaningful with my life, you know? It doesn't have to be grand, but it's got to be rewarding, and it's got to be mine.
Edward, listen to me. Responsibility is overrated. Believe me, I was supposed to go to America for an important consulting assignment. Chocolates, of all things. But with Natalie due in just 3 weeks, I just want to be here for her when the baby's born.
Send somebody else. You have dozens of good people that work for you.
True, but no one who I can really trust, and no one who can really explain the European market to the Americans.
No one with your experience, your charm.
Exactly.
See, that's where you're wrong. If you're looking for someone to take your place in America, well, I know just the fellow.
You can't be serious. You?
Well, why not?
For a million reasons. Least of all, you're the Prince of Cantershire.
Okay, well, does anyone over there know what you look like?
No, I don't believe so. But someone might certainly recognize you. But how could you ever pull it off?
Look, Cantershire is not exactly on the front of the world stage, and whether you believe it or not, my face is not plastered all over every magazine cover in America.
Okay, agreed. But what about your role as consultant?
You don't think I could pull it off, do you? You don't think I look like a Paul?
Well,
May I remind you that my grades in market management were just as good as yours.
better.
Look, Paul, please. I could really do something like this. With my brother next in line for the throne, I don't have much else to look forward to.
What you're asking for is crazy.
Well, I could very well just resort to the royal decree.
Well, then everyone would know, wouldn't they? And you wouldn't want that. I just hope you understand what you might be getting into.
Well, that settles it then. To the two Paul Mordens.
Absolutely not. It's completely out of the question.
But why?
Well, who ever heard of such a thing? A prince away during the Christmas holiday?
Look, Edward, I understand how you're feeling. When I was your age, I had a desire to get away from Cantershire as well. Remember I even spent a summer on the Riviera? The Baron and Baroness of Dunshire lent me the use of their cottage. Stories I could tell you.
Well, yes, but not during the holiday. Who will light the royal Yule log? Or lead the hunt? And what about all the Christmas festivities we have planned as a family? Who shall do these?
Any of my cousins? And for that matter, anyone. Besides you and the royal press, nobody even cares about those things anymore. Look, Mother, there were Christmases in Cantershire long before I was here, and there'll be Christmases long after I'm gone.
Edward, please, darling, stop being so ridiculous. Now, a prince shall do what it is a prince does.
I'm not being ridiculous, Mother. And furthermore, I am going. I just thought I'd give you the courtesy of letting you know. But with or without your blessing, I'm leaving tomorrow.
I shall hear no more of this. Maybe as his brother, you can knock some sense into him.
Look, Edward, I understand that you're never going to be king, and the tradition of royal duties takes its toll, especially under those circumstances. But try and see the family side of it.
I am. But has anyone ever tried to see my side of things? I just need my own identity. I need something that's just for myself. Besides, I'm only going to be gone a short while.
Well, your mind is made up. She can't stop you. But hurry back as soon as you get this out of your system.
Thanks, brother. I will.
Safe travels. I actually wish I could go with you.
Yes, this is Prince Edward Charles. Yes. Prince Edward. I'd like to book a first-class ticket to America, please. Well, immediately. Yes, I know it's Christmas. Well, for the time being, we'll make it one way. Thank you.
You can forbid him to go, Mother, but if he decides to do it anyway, there's no way we can stop him.
There is one thing I must insist upon. Martin,
Yes, ma'am.
he absolutely cannot go alone, especially to America.
You said so yourself, there is much to do here at the holidays. I couldn't possibly dream of following him.
Oh, not us, darling.
Your Majesty.
Patrick, we have a unique assignment for you. You'll be going away for a while, but we must, above all, be discreet.
As you wish. I'll pack my bags immediately. Your Majesty.
And your passport.
Well, it's all settled.
Good morning, Miss Locke.
Have a great day.
You too.
Good morning, Lauren.
Morning.
Mr. Holiday has been asking about you.
Oh?
Yeah, he wants you to meet that guest he has in from Europe, Mr. Paul Morton.
Right. I'm on my way.
So once we've sorted through all that, I'm sure that...
Good morning, Mr. Holiday.
Good morning. Lauren, this is Paul. I told you about him yesterday.
It's an honor, Miss Luck.
Just Lauren. It's fine.
Paul and I were just talking about some of the logistical issues that we have. So as soon as we finish our conversation, the two of you can get to work. So,
Okay.
I look forward to working with you, Lauren.
Yeah, it's great.
pay her no mind.
So, how's it going?
I don't know. I've been up all night tossing and turning thinking about this. It's driving me crazy.
Well, I hope you got it out of your system. There's a lot of work to do.
Well, that didn't take her long, did it?
Doesn't really matter.
Why?
Because she isn't the one spending her days with him. But I'll bet she wouldn't mind taking a shot at him herself.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
Ladies?
Okay. Well, I am going to get back to work. Paul, if you need anything, don't hesitate to call upon me.
Can we get something off the table before it becomes awkward?
Please.
I didn't need a consultant. I've run multiple accounts by myself. I'm capable of handling it.
That's too bad. I was looking forward to working closely together on this fun project.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Like you find me amusing.
Inspiring, actually, would be a better word.
Inspiring.
Oh, absolutely. According to John, the More Chocolates have some major plans here in the US. He wouldn't have chosen you to represent them and do the pitch if he wasn't completely confident in your abilities. I'm merely here to fill in any gaps that may or may not appear.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of work to do. If you want to meet in a couple hours and go over the account, that way it'll give me time to prepare a brief for you.
Actually, how about lunch instead?
Lunch.
Yes, lunch. I believe that's what it's called here in America. It's one of the 3 main meals of the day. It's right in the middle, right after breakfast.
Yes, I am aware. I don't take lunch. There's never enough time.
Ah, well, now that you're doing the job of an executive, maybe you should start acting like one.
Right. And I suppose since it's your first day here, it would be rude of me not to take you to lunch.
Well, if you insist. I'm gonna go exchange some funds. I shall meet you down in the lobby around noon.
Okay. Well, what's Christmas like in Canada?
Lots of, snow.
Come on, I'm serious.
If I tell you, I'm afraid you'll think I'm provincial.
On that account, I do have a confession to make.
Oh?
Chelsea, that's John's administrative assistant. She told me about your background.
She did she? Well, what did she say?
That you work for one of the largest advertising firms in Canada.
Well, that would make it a pretty small company indeed.
Tell me about one of your biggest campaigns.
Well, the last one was for a locally distilled whiskey company, Royals Share, endorsed by the Royals themselves.
For real?
No, don't look too impressed, okay? They're just people, like you and me. So, what else did she say?
That you come from a very wealthy and aristocratic family. Very wealthy.
On that one, I plead the fifth.
The fifth. Where'd you get that from?
Okay, let's just say I watch a ton of old American gangster movies.
Oh, see.
Shall we? So how's the tea?
Well, it's not exactly the fine china and figure sandwiches you promised.
Well, it doesn't always have to be like that, you know. But I can do better.
Oh, really?
Oh, of course. That's what you Americans don't seem to grasp about the fine art of drinking tea. It's not actually about the tea itself. Otherwise, we just have coffee. Or whiskey. No, it's about the ritual. It's about taking time out of our day, no matter how busy we are, to simply clear our heads and think. It's what it is to be civilized.
Or some might call it lazy.
Yeah, that too.
Like, the truth is, I've been having trouble coming up with ideas for this pitch.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Look, I know you're not crazy about the idea of us working together, but since you don't really have much of a choice, you may as well take advantage of me.
It may be the pressure getting to me. But if you have a magic Euro fix for that, feel free to let me know.
I would just say there is no such thing as a new idea. We simply take a lot of old ideas and put them into a sort of mental kaleidoscope. We give it a turn, and we come up with new and curious combinations.
Please don't tell me you came up with that on the spot.
Absolutely not. No, a fellow much wiser than me said that. Samuel Clemens. But you probably know him better as Mark Twain.
Great. So you know more about America than I do, too. Well, you don't have to rub my nose in it.
I'm not rubbing your nose in anything. You're being defensive.
And you're being snobby.
I'm not.
Oh, am. Definitely am.
Oh, well, if you feel that way, maybe you should head back to the office.
Maybe I should.
What do you want?
Easy, sir.
Patrick? What are you doing here?
It's your mother, sir. She made me.
Of course she did. Come on. Please sit. For your head.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry I startled you.
It's a good thing you're not an enemy spy, Patrick. Good thing for me.
I didn't mean to frighten you.
So you're telling me my parents sent you to follow me?
I arrived the day after you, sir. I was supposed to make sure that you were getting on well in America.
Without my knowledge?
Without you knowing, sir.
Well, you've done a bang-up job of that, haven't you, Patrick? I'm tempted to put you on the next plane straight back to Canada, but I'm afraid my parents would just send somebody else. Probably somebody more competent. So how about we make a deal? You and I.
What do you propose, Your Highness?
You give me my space while I'm over here, and I'll tell my parents what a fantastic job you've done of never letting me out of your sight.
Do I have a choice?
Of course not. How's the head?
Nothing that another drink couldn't fix.
You and I both. So, you want to show me the art mock-ups so I can see if it's going to be something suitable for the Candace company?
A candy share company in America.
Okay, I get it. But first, you need to understand the product before you can understand the market.
That's the thing. The art director hasn't ordered any comps yet because I haven't sent him the direction. I was gonna work on it this weekend, but no, I can't.
Why not?
You'll laugh.
Try me.
Okay. I'm going back to Woodfield, to my parents' house, to decorate for Children's Day. It's kind of a family tradition.
That's sweet, but it doesn't sound like a very good excuse for avoiding one's duties. No offense intended, but I'm not exactly here for your leisure. The time in which I have to help you is somewhat limited.
Well, I don't need any help, and it's something I've already committed to, so I'm not gonna bail.
Tell me about it.
Every year, a few weeks before Christmas, my dad dresses up as Santa. My mom and I dress up as elves. And it's a big deal to the kids. Now, I know that doesn't sound important to you, but it means a lot to us.
I mean, a noble cause, for sure, but is it really a bigger deal than landing this new client for your company? Is it a bigger deal for you than climbing the corporate ladder? Is it a bigger deal than earning the faith that Mr. Holiday has placed in you? I mean, not to mention you're going to lose a day to prepare for the pitch.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
I'm just trying to help you succeed.
Then why don't you come with me? You'll gain an entirely new perspective. I don't know, maybe something will come to us.
You're just going off the day, you say?
Just the day.
Sounds like a plan.
Wait, you actually want to go?
Well, why not? We can discuss the campaign and the car ride up, away from all the phone calls and distractions here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Get to come back here often?
Not as much as I'd like with my work schedule, and it's kind of a long drive.
Well, it's worth it. Look at this. It's beautiful.
It's not like Kandasha?
It's different. Kandasha's this amazing, unspoiled country. I never really thought I'd find anything else like it, but this is pretty close. Have you been?
I spent a semester in college in London, but that's the only time I've been to Europe.
Would you go back?
I think so, if I had a good reason.
So this is where Lauren Lott grew up, huh?
Yep, a textbook small American town.
I like it. I really get used to it here.
Stay up here for a few days with the spotty cell service, and tell me how you feel.
Well, it all just seems so uncomplicated, you know? So simple. People look happy. No one's in a hurry to get anywhere.
Right, because there's nowhere to hurry to. In a town this size, everything you need is pretty much at your fingertips.
I can see that. Seems like you really miss it.
I do, but you can't do here what you can do in the city. As you can imagine, nothing much changes here.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, is it?
No, not if you want to be a waitress in a coffee shop or a school teacher. But I want to be an ad executive.
I want to help you with that, if I can.
I'll let you know. Here we are, home sweet home.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Mom. And you must be Paul. It's so nice to meet you.
Charmed.
How European. I love it.
Let the boy breathe, Bonnie.
Oh.
Frank Luck. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's mine, Mr. Luck.
Please, it's just Bonnie and Frank. How are you, sweetheart? I'm good. Well, you're not eating enough, but we're gonna take care of that today.
I'm eating plenty. Hi, Dad.
Hello, Princess. Oh, you look great.
Well, I was just about to make lunch. I hope you're hungry.
Famished.
Famished? How European. Just sit down and relax. Here you go.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy it.
Oh, my mother's famous eggnog. The recipe is a closely guarded family secret.
Delicious.
There you go, Paul.
Thank you.
So, Paul, tell us everything. I want to hear exactly what life is like in Kandashir. Is it really like it seems in all those gossip magazines I read in the grocery store?
Mom, please, just let him eat his lunch.
Yeah, didn't realize we were in your magazines over here. What a surprise. Sure, I'll ask away. I don't mind.
Well, is it just parties all the time, fancy balls, things like that?
Mom, I don't think it's a fairy tale.
I wish. But no, my life is actually pretty similar to that of any executive in any large city, really. I spend most of the day in the office, talking to clients, meetings with clients, and discussing clients. Then I go home and, watch the television.
Well, just make sure you don't work your whole life away. I've always told Frank he worked too hard. He should have spent more time just enjoying life.
That's right, she did. That's what I've been trying to tell this one. Slow down, take some time to smell the roses. Isn't that right, Princess?
That is right, Dad.
That's it's ironic,
What is?
Your nickname for Lauren, Princess.
Why is that?
Well, believe it or not, I've actually met a few princesses in my time.
No, really? Actual royalty?
Quite a few, in fact. Oh, but believe me, they are nothing like Lauren.
They're not?
No, I mean, most princesses are cold and spoiled, whereas Lauren is just the opposite. She's kind, and caring. A tribute, no doubt, to a wonderful upbringing.
So sweet. Is that sweet, dear? Just need one more cat.
So how'd your father get suckered into this job?
Suckered? He volunteers. I have never seen him so happy.
Really?
Yep, he loves to complain about it, but as soon as the kids sit on his knee and tell him what they want for Christmas, you'll see his face just lights up.
Now that is something I'm looking forward to seeing.
It's been fun, right?
Yeah, it's been delightful. And a really welcome break from the city,
I figured you wouldn't regret it.
You figured correctly. And I really enjoyed meeting your parents. I can see where you get your festive spirit from, and it is adorable. But don't forget, we still got a lot of work to get done and not much time to do it.
I know, but I'll get it done. Don't you worry about me.
Whatever you say, Miss Luck. Patrick, what are you doing in my room? And where have you been?
Following you, of course, sir. You do realize this can't end well.
What can't end well?
I saw you with the young lady. I saw how you were with each other. And look, I sympathize with you, sir. I really do, but your parents, they'd never understand this.
I refuse to go through life making decisions based on what my parents want. What if I just gave it all up?
I don't understand, sir.
Relinquish my stupid royal duties and just let go.
But, sir, that's simply unheard of. You'd lose your entire birthright. You'd give up everything, and for what? A commoner?
It's been done before. And she's not a commoner, Patrick. She's an American.
Well, well, well. So
what?
So this weekend, No calls, no texts. And then I hear he spent the weekend with you and your parents.
It was all very professional.
God, I hope not. Okay, well, you owe me some details later. But right now, Mr. Holiday wants to see you.
About?
What do you think?
Okay. Mr. Holiday?
Lauren, come on in here. I need an update. Come on.
Okay. Okay. It's going well.
It's going well. That's great update.
What's wrong?
I just got a call from L'Amour Chocolat, and they want us to push our pitch up. They tell me they want to do a test on some of their social media buys, which means they're probably going to want to tease our advertising campaign.
Mm-hmm. How long?
Soon. I told them that would not be a problem. Now, that's not going to be a problem, is it, Lauren?
No. Of course not. That's not gonna be a problem.
Lauren, stop stammering.
Mm-hmm.
You need to sound more confident. Stand up straight. Stand up straight. Make me pay attention.
Got it.
Good. That's the spirit. Now go on. Work on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, slow down. You okay?
Yeah, I just got the career break I always wanted, and I have nothing. Zilch, I'm a blank page.
Well, you told me not to worry about you, right? That you'd get yourself together, remember?
That's not fair. Don't use my own words against me.
I wouldn't dream of it.
All right.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Over here.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Perhaps. An old friend of mine from university said he was coming to town for a few days. He said that he works here. Maybe you know him?
Paul Morton?
Yes.
Well, he's not here.
I see. Any idea where I might find him?
I think your friend is staying at the Hotel Lafayette. A colleague of mine just went to check on him.
But you will probably find them here.
Okay.
Knowing Lauren, she'll probably want to take him to her favorite restaurant.
If you hurry, you might be able to catch them.
Thank you.
Daria.
Daria.
And if that doesn't work out, my number's on there. Give me a call, and maybe I can think of something else.
Yeah, I might just do that. Well, thank you, Daria.
Wow.
Come on in.
Oh, wow. This is nice.
Make yourself at home.
What's that?
Well, you asked about my biggest campaign. Here it is, my pride and joy. A product of Candishire.
A bottle of whiskey.
I thought perhaps maybe your father might like it.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
In fact, do you want to try it?
Sure. Never really had whiskey. Does it need ice?
No, actually, for this kind, we're just gonna drink it neat. Without ice.
I know that.
Two more chocolates and a successful campaign. You like?
Smooth.
My thoughts exactly.
Perhaps a little too elegant for my taste buds.
Fair enough. So, what shall we do about dinner?
Well, Mr. Holiday did give me a company credit card to help cover your incidental expenses, so we could cover them at my favorite Italian restaurant.
Splendid idea. I'll get my coat.
That's one of the things that's making this so challenging. I mean, usually when we release a new product, we have a distinct demographic that we're targeting.
Yeah, but this isn't exactly a new product.
No, but we do need a new approach. Something that takes the same product but spins it in a new light.
You know, in Candishire, we don't always have this kind of luxury. We're just too small of a market. It's the same for a lot of European countries, so we're forced to market to practically everyone.
Right, but I don't think that a broad-based approach is exactly going to blow them away. Plus, the larger the audience, the more careful you have to be with your advertising.
just really need to impress the more chocolates. It's a catch-22.
Well, look, it all comes down to that Mark Twain quote, right? There are no new ideas. It's just about how you repackage them. So what you need is a new twist on a time-tested idea.
Right, like putting out a paperback version of an old classic.
Right.
So instead of a big volume, you have a small version that you can fit in your pocket. You reach a way bigger audience and you spend less on manufacturing.
Gourmet chocolates to go.
Maybe.
Would you like to order, sir?
No, I'm still looking. I'm still. Thank you. Yeah. Your Highness.
Good evening, Patrick. I've been expecting a call from you. A call that never came.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness, but I'm afraid my mission here has been severely compromised.
Ah. I was afraid that might happen.
It didn't take Prince Edward too long to discover that I was surveilling him. His senses are so very sharp, so very keen.
I know. Another talent he picks up from Mother. So what now?
Well, I'm doing my best to stay out of sight. He's having dinner right now with a young lady. I don't think he knows that I'm here.
Well, don't press him too closely. Maybe he'll get this out of his system quickly and return home in time for the holidays.
I mean, perhaps. But I'm not so sure he isn't fooling for the young lady. I think things might get complicated.
Excuse me. Well, do what you can. Mother will have our heads if Edward misses the family tree lighting ceremony.
Understood. I shall do my best, Your Highness.
I guess you've probably had better meals in Italy. This place is pretty basic, but I love it here.
I mean, I have dined extensively in Rome, but God, I love this place. It just feels so real.
That it is, and it's been here forever.
And shall continue to be so, I'm sure.
So, what's life like in Cantershire? Are the girls pretty there?
Some of them. But, if you ask me, I prefer American girls. They strike me as more sincere and caring. Definitely cuter.
Oh. How many American girls have you met?
Just you. So what happens when this pitch goes well? You know, if the client is all happy, what then?
Well, I guess my stock rises within the company.
Then what?
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to work out your angle. Like, what is it you're really working for?
I guess I never really thought of it like that. I mean, ever since I was a freshman in college, I wanted to be in advertising. I started at the bottom rung of a good agency, just worked my way up. Better clients, bigger accounts. I knew the rest would figure itself out.
And having all that would make you happy?
Absolutely. What about you? You must be in the same boat, right? Can't imagine it's that different in Canada.
I guess I kind of got into my business by luck. Never really had a passion for it. I mean, I like working, you know, I like work, but there must be more to life, no?
Yeah, maybe for you there is.
It's cold out.
Very.
We should get going.
Okay.
Yeah, come on in.
Sorry, sir, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're not interrupting. I'm just signing this year's Christmas cards.
Ah.
I like to do it myself. Gives it that personal touch. So, how goes the advertising campaign?
Fine. I mean, it's challenging with the time crunch, but it's going well.
Oh, good, because I wouldn't want you to disappoint me, especially not during Christmas. Chocolate?
No, I'm okay, thanks. I already have chocolate on the brain.
Oh, I bet you do. You know, these things are really good. I think the kids would really love them if they weren't so darn expensive.
You make a point.
What is it? Why are you hovering?
Yes. I was just gonna ask if you wanted me to run my ideas by you.
Why? Do you need to?
Well, no. I just thought I'd ask in case you wanted to approve of my approach.
Lauren, I gave you this opportunity because I thought you were ready for it. Okay, my job is not to be your personal sounding board. That's what Paul is for. Go soundboard off of him.
Right, of course. I'm sorry to have bothered you.
Hey, just a second. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Which way's your office?
That way.
Thank you.
What did he say?
He said that I should do whatever I want and stop bothering him.
Really?
No. But that's the gist of it. So I just told him everything's going well.
Is it? And what about Paul?
What do you mean?
Come on, Lauren. It's me, your best friend.
I mean, there's nothing to tell. He works for a company in Candace, not New York, so I'll never see him again.
He could decide to stay.
Yeah, and I could decide to move to Candace. Please, we don't even know if he likes me. Here you are, just ready to marry me off. Besides, I have got bigger problems to worry about. I have the most important presentation of my life in a few days, and I'm so lost, I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Well, what you need is a vacation.
Yeah, and I'll get a permanent one if I don't figure something out soon.
Well, that's what they pay you the big bucks for. You'll think of something. You always do. And as for Pretty Boy, maybe you need to make the first move. Guys like that are way too polite.
She's right, you know.
Okay, what's the matter? At this point, you should be feeling so much better about everything.
No, I do. It's just, all of this is theoretical.
Our whole strategy, it's just based on our past experiences as executives.
Okay, well, what's wrong with that?
Well, nothing. I mean, we need that, obviously.
Right.
But we're missing something. You know, if we had all the time we needed, I would hire a market research firm to conduct a study, get out of our heads, and figure out what the ordinary customer thinks.
Right, I was thinking about doing a focus group, but the only problem is...
Yeah, time.
Exactly.
I know. Those companies need weeks, even months to prepare.
Why don't we just do it ourselves?
What? A market research study? Well, for one thing, this is a really big city. Imagine going door to door, asking questions to strangers. I mean, 9 out of 10 times, they would slam the door in our face, and that is a for luck.
Okay, fine. Maybe not here, but perhaps somewhere a little more agreeable.
Whitfield?
Well, why not?
You know, there is this incredible caroling event coming up. There's gonna be thousands of people on Main Street at one time, all singing Christmas carols.
I mean, it's perfect. It's a pre-made market cross-section right there at your fingertips. But can you get your hands on enough chocolate samples to actually make it happen?
Yeah, well, we certainly can try.
Then I say you go for it.
Are you down to help me?
Absolutely.
Great. You have.
What?
It's just.
Oh, got it.
Okay. Yeah.
You got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Hey, you.
Oh, hey, Daria.
You know my name. I'm surprised.
Of course, we met my first day here.
So, how's the campaign going?
Pretty good. I think we have some solid ideas.
I hear the two of you might be going on a little vacation together. Walls here are very thin. You know, a lot of people didn't think that Lauren deserved this account. They felt it should go to someone with a bit more experience. Just keep in mind, if you're ever at a loss for a good idea, I have plenty. All you have to do is ask.
Thanks.
I wrote my cell number on the back.
Good to know.
A trip to Woodfield? I don't know, Lauren. Just not sure how good of a use of your time that's going to be.
I'm not arguing whether or not it's a good use of my time, sir. I'm not running my ideas by you anymore, remember? I'm just asking for a supply of Lamore chocolates to use as samples for my research, so yes or no?
Well, when you put it that way, I can hardly say no.
Good. I'm glad you see things my way.
Okay.
Oh, and Merry Christmas, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He said yes?
He had no choice.
When are we leaving?
Well, how soon can you pack?
She was the cutest one in the play.
I still remember that.
Yeah. Oh, we knew you were going to be something special.
Paul, how about a bourbon? Tennessee's best.
Actually, Frank, I've got a little something I'd like you to try.
I told him you were a whiskey drinker and he got really excited. I think he might have brought you a little something.
He did.
Bonnie, would you like to try some too?
Oh, no, not for me.
I'm not going to bother asking. Cheers.
Neat. Now, this gentleman knows how to serve a good whiskey properly. But what is it?
Candishire's finest. We call it Royal's Share. And it's actually a brand I'm very proud to have my company sponsor. We created the entire campaign for it.
So it's not really from the Royals.
Well, they did give it their royal seal of approval.
You know, it doesn't get any better than this. A good whiskey, my prince's home at the holidays, and a warm fire.
Yeah, until you can't walk tomorrow.
Oh, here we go.
What does that mean?
They sell perfectly good firewood at the market. $20 a bundle. Plus, there's half a dozen neighborhood kids who will deliver it for a few bucks. But no, your father has to go out and chop it himself.
Dad, you cut that in the woods.
The last time he did that, his back was out for a week.
I am not going to let you sit there and tell me that I am too old to cut my own firewood.
Certainly.
Are they like this back in Candishire, Paul?
I guess it depends.
I'm sure it's the same everywhere. Boys will be boys. But what I'd really like to know is, what is Christmas like over there? It must be magical.
I know, it is, indeed. Perhaps more austere.
Austere? You mean, less tacky?
No. I didn't say that. I meant it as a compliment. It's so refreshing. It's one of the things I love about being here.
Just one of the things.
Can I freshen that up for you, Paul?
Indeed.
Come in.
Hey, mind if I sit down?
Sure. I never sleep well out here.
You kidding? It's so peaceful.
I know, it's stupid, right? I think I've become too citified. That's what I'm used to. There's no honking horns, no garbage trucks in the middle of the night. It's too quiet. I stay up all night long thinking something's gone wrong.
I think I know.
What's keeping you up?
Well, I was doing some reading before turning in myself, and I saw this. An old ad for Lamore chocolates. What does it say to you?
And simply the best isn't good enough. It's cold. It's snobby.
And?
And it makes me feel like I'm not worthy of their chocolate.
Exactly. So we need to come back with just the opposite message. You know, Lamore Chocolates needs to say, take the taste of Lamore wherever you go.
Yeah, I like what you're thinking. Luxury fit for everyone.
Precisely. Well, good night, princess.
something smells good.
Sit down, you two. I'll make you some lunch.
Sorry, we don't have time.
What do you mean you don't have time?
You're busy, Bonnie. Let him be.
We are going to conduct a product survey at the Winter Carolcade.
The Winter Carolcade? We haven't been to one of those in years. Too many people, and I hear it gets bigger every year.
Well, that's what we're hoping for. Besides, who doesn't like free candies at Christmas time?
Nobody doesn't like free candy. Hope you brought enough.
Well, we got all we could lay our hands on. Guess I'll have to do.
Well, if we didn't, we'll have to rely on your charm.
And good looks.
Thanks, Mom.
Good luck, you two.
Beautiful day. So she liked that one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's get it.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you want to try one?
Sure.
This one's got a chewy center. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's really good. No, thank you.
Hey, and how do they compare? And which one would you buy for yourself?
This one.
That one?
Good. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
This is really working out. We're getting real person answers across a wide range of potential customers.
I know. It's like doing 5 different survey groups all at once. It's brilliant.
So, what do you really think?
I think I've never seen anything lovelier.
Lovelier. I don't know if that's the right word for the Winter Carolcade.
Carolcade. Yes, we are talking about the Carolcade.
Of course. What else would I mean?
Okay, well, since you're asking, I've been meaning to tell you there's...
Ooh, what are these?
Oh, hi. Would you like to try one?
Yes, please.
8 now. I'll give it a score out of 10.
10, for sure.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You were saying?
Yes, I was saying, maybe when all this is done, we could,
What?
you know, we could maybe,
What?
Having a good time? Of course you are. Who wouldn't be? Carolcade's one of the biggest events of the season. Chocolate. Thank you.
Please, take one.
Now, how about a nice big smile for the camera?
No, thank you. Hey, excuse me, what is going on? Like,
thanks, folks. We'll see you on the society page.
What was that?
It's a local newspaper. Circulation, yes. Top shelf, all the way in Woodfield.
I suppose so.
Hi. Would you like some chocolate?
Sure.
You listen to me. If you ever get tired of life in Candishire, you always have a place to stay with us.
Thank you, Bunny.
And if I ever go on that European vacation that Frank's been promising me since our honeymoon, I'll expect the same.
You have my word. If you ever make it to Canada, you get the royal treatment.
Bye, Ma.
Bye, sweetie.
Oh, bye, Dad.
Thank you both for everything. You've been more than kind.
You're welcome. Bye.
You, sure you don't want to come up for a while? I can help you put the finishing touches on your presentation.
Yeah, no, thanks. I want to get as much of this done as I can by myself. It's really my chance to show them what I'm capable of. Plus, I have this little art project I want to work on.
Art project? Well, fair enough.
You know, I never could have done any of this without your help. I hope you know that.
Well, let's just wait until tomorrow, okay? You can thank me then.
All of our work, our planning, the moment of truth.
It's finally here.
You've got this, right? You know it. You could sell ice to a penguin. Just be firm and confident. And let your talent carry you. And remember, never doubt your instincts.
I still have a lot of work to do.
Till tomorrow.
Yep, till tomorrow.
Good night.
Night.
You almost ready?
Yep, just about.
Well, the client's going to be here any minute. I will greet them and then take them to Mr. Holliday's office. That's where you come in.
Sounds good.
Lauren, it's now or never, girl. Good luck.
Thank you. We believe that we have the ability to position Lemoore chocolates as a must-have item for the American consumer.
Excuse me, Lauren. We believe we have been exceptionally clear about the direction we would like to see this campaign take.
Lemoore Chocolates is one of the most exclusive confectionaires in all of Europe. What sets us apart from our competition is our unwavering devotion to the finest quality ingredients. And that's what will allow us to capture the American market.
Actually, you're wrong.
What?
Look, I think you're a little ahead of your skis here.
Lauren.
With all due respect, if you knew how to capture the American audience, well, you wouldn't be sitting here.
Excuse me?
But you don't, so you need the holiday agency.
Lauren.
Look, the two of you strike me as people who can handle the truth. So, here it is. America isn't Europe. You think that you know how to sell chocolates to us, but you don't. We do. I have studied your projections. I have looked at them closely, and to get even close to hitting the numbers that you're looking for, you're gonna have to sell your chocolates in more places than Fifth Avenue and Magnificent Mile. And they will sell. Here's the answer. Small, compact, high-quality chocolates that fit into any budget. And you can sell them everywhere. Movie theaters, gas stations, drug stores, grocery stores, anywhere that you can think of. And we have the data to back it up. It fits in your purse, it fits in your pocket, but most importantly, they'll fit in your budget. It's perfect for the consumer who doesn't want to buy a full 30-count box of chocolates. They only want to buy one personal-sized gourmet to-go box. And once they try it, well, they're hooked.
A smaller version of our regular product line. I never thought of that before. I like it.
And you can market these little jewels in places you never even dreamed possible. This will open up an entirely new set of demographics for you.
New customers treating themselves to a taste of luxury without breaking the bank. Everyone will want one of these.
Holiday, thank you. We were right to reach out to your firm.
Yes, you were. We aim to please.
You nailed it?
I nailed it.
So, I don't want to sound condescending, but I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. Oh, and tonight we can celebrate.
Eh?
Yeah. With everything going on, I forgot, but it is the Central City reception tonight.
What?
Central City? It's our new museum. They have an opening gala, and Mr. Holliday is on the board of directors, so I have to go, and I thought, you weren't busy or you didn't have anything to do. I want you to be my date.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. The press will be there and everything. You'll have a great time.
The press?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that, maybe you just want to go with me, but,
No, of course. Of course, I'd love to go.
Okay. Well, I heard Mr. Holliday had a very productive conversation with our newest clients. Well, they're about to leave, if you want to say goodbye.
of course, I think it would be bad form if their new account executive didn't. If you'll excuse me.
So I guess she did pretty well.
With a little help from you?
Well, little is the right word. She did everything. She really is quite amazing.
And is that Paul Morton talking? Or Prince Edward?
I see. How long have you known?
Daria gave me this. I guess someone from the paper recognized you. Now it's all over the place.
Oh dear. I was afraid of this.
Does Lauren know who you are?
Well, no. I mean, not yet, anyway. I mean, I haven't exactly been forthcoming with her. Have you told anyone yet?
No. I figured it wasn't my place.
Well, thank you. I know I should have told her a long time ago, but I was just enjoying our time together so much. I don't want to ruin anything by throwing a stupid royal title into the mix. I really liked being just me.
Well, it's none of my business. But how are you going to handle this? I think Lauren really likes you.
And I really like her. Do you think she'll be upset when she finds out I'm a Prince of Candorshire?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Lauren, I can explain.
Hey, you can try. I just don't see how it's going to change anything. You lied to me. You're not Paul Morton?
Paul is a dear friend of mine. His wife was having a baby, so he couldn't come, so I begged him to allow me to come here and represent him so I could just escape the frustration and just utter boredom of being a prince. Royal life was killing me.
So you pretended to be him because you were bored?
Please.
Did you find me entertaining? Did you? I'm such an idiot. I thought you liked me.
I do like you, Lauren, more than I've ever liked anyone ever before.
No!
Please, let me explain.
I don't even know your name.
It's Edward.
Well, Prince Edward, thank you for your time. Goodbye.
Lauren.
You sure? You sure I look okay?
If that's just okay, then I might as well be the Elephant Man.
I'm serious.
You look beautiful. Beautiful enough to be a princess.
Please, I think I drove the last nail into that coffin.
I wouldn't be so sure. When you were out of the room, he told me that he really liked you. Hint, hint. Really liked you.
Yeah, well, he had a really funny way of showing it. Besides, that ship's already sailed. I wish you'd change your mind and come with me.
You don't have to go alone. I mean, you do have his number.
What? I can't call him. Why would I do that?
Because you didn't give him a chance. I know you were hurt, but you could have at least heard him out.
I heard enough.
Look, he is a prince. Who knows what his motives were, but if you never find out, you're only hurting yourself.
Maybe, but I'm not going alone. Come on, let's find you something to wear.
What a mess of things I've made, Patrick. Tell me it was all a bad dream?
I'm afraid not, sir.
Is she called?
No, sir. But I have been talking to your parents all afternoon, and I'm afraid that your appearance here has made front-page news in Candishire. They were not pleased, to say the least.
Naturally.
Naturally. Naturally, I've been asked to bring you home immediately. We have a private flight booked for 11 o'clock this evening.
Sorry, but I can't go. I must speak to Lauren.
Sir, before your identity was known, I could have understood. But now that it's out in the open, I have to insist. You must think of the crown, sir.
Oh, the crown. Bloody crown. My entire life, all I've ever thought of is the crown. Here, I finally found someone that I care about, and who I believe cares about me. And it's not because I'm royalty or heir to a kingdom. What did I do? I lied to her.
And what is done, sir. And I'm afraid that there's nothing that neither one of us can do. Your mother was very specific with her orders.
You know, I'm a grown man with my own mind. And I don't take orders from my mother, and I certainly don't take them from you.
No, of course, sir, no. All that I meant...
Yeah, I know exactly what you meant, Patrick. What's done is done. But that doesn't mean it can't be undone.
What does that mean?
It means get ready, we're going out.
Wow. Mr. Holiday really outdid himself.
Tends to do that. I'm really glad you came.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It wasn't that I didn't want to. It was just that...
What?
I was just hoping that you would get over your stupid pride and call up your prince.
Stupid pride, huh? Well, it's easy for you to say. Nothing good was gonna come from it anyway.
No?
No. By the time I would have been head over heels for him, he would have flown back to Candishire forever.
Well, you could have jetted back with him. It's happened before. You ever think about that?
Oh, yeah. At least a dozen times today. Are you happy?
Ecstatic.
Good.
I'll get you a drink.
Make it a double.
You see her?
I don't see him.
Come on. Mr. Holiday, I must apologize for my charade. I do hope no harm was done.
No harm was done at all, Your Highness. I'm just glad you decided to come to our little opening. And I can't tell you how delighted I was to get your phone call.
Well, when I heard about your very special evening, how could I resist?
I seem to recall you saying something about a generous donation.
Yes, Patrick.
Oh.
Here you go, sir.
With the Queen's regards.
Thank you, if you don't mind. Whoa, that's fantastic. This is a check for $1 million?
Yes, well, it's for your most worthy contribution to the education and the arts.
I have no idea what to say. Here. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I would like to propose a toast to our newest sponsor who just handed me a check For $1 million, Prince Edward Charles of Candishire.
Oh, brother.
It must be us, so thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
What do you want?
Look, I just want to say that I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry for the way this all played out. And I'm sorry for my part in it. I mean, it was in the papers, but I didn't have to be the one who leaked it to Chelsea.
It was gonna come out anyway.
True, but I should have stayed out of it. I'm not proud of what I did. I was just jealous. You didn't deserve to find out like that.
Well, thanks for that.
You okay?
No.
I get it. But may I give you some advice? People always say you should never be too proud to admit when you're wrong. But more importantly, you should never be too proud to admit when you're right.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means the guy made a mistake. But by not forgiving him, think about who you're really punishing.
Lauren.
It's a nice entrance.
Looks like you found your friend.
I did. Thank you.
Well, let's get you a drink.
You look beautiful tonight.
My stomach is in knots. My phone won't stop ringing. And my face is on the cover of every tabloid in the supermarket.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, and the guy that I was falling for, well, it turns out he's been lying to me the entire time, so.
You have no idea how sorry I am. I can't do anything about who I am.
Why should I believe you?
Because the only reason I didn't tell you before is because I didn't want what we had to change. I wanted it to mean something on its own merits. And I wouldn't have done if you knew who I really was.
Wow. You must think I'm pretty shallow.
Of course not. But you're really gonna stand there and tell me that everything that we've done together, everything that we've been through, nothing would have been different if you had known who I really was. If I told you that I was a prince instead of just an ordinary person.
There's so many times. So many times you could have said something.
I know. And I should have, and I didn't, and I'm sorry. I was afraid. I was afraid that if I told you, it would just ruin everything. Lauren, I've never felt like this before.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know if I can believe you.
Well, what about you? I mean, you weren't exactly the warmest when we first met.
Excuse me?
Well, you made it perfectly clear that you didn't need me or want me around. How on earth was I supposed to open up and tell you the truth?
That is low, Edward. That is really low.
All I'm trying to say is that it doesn't matter why we hit it off, just that we did.
You're right. It doesn't matter why. But it does matter who you are.
Look, I'm the same person, Lauren. The same person who fell in love with you. And the same person who I hope you fell in love with. Now's the time. If you love me, you have to tell me. My flight leaves this evening. Please, just trust your instincts. Tell me not to go. Please. Okay.
Edward?
What the?
Please don't go.
Well, they should be here any minute.
I got word. The plane landed. No delays.
Excellent. Martin?
Majesty, someone to see you.
Your Majesty.
Patrick.
I'm afraid that there's been a slight change of plans. Prince Edward Charles has fallen in love.
dear.
So, if I may, here's to the spirit of Christmas and goodwill to all mankind. And above all, here's to love. The finding of it, the cherishing of it, and the keeping of it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
From that moment on, my life would never be the same again. I went from being a marketing executive to a princess almost overnight. Or maybe we should say marketing executive princess. Mr. Holiday's faith in me paid off big time when he signed a huge contract with L'Amour Chocolates. And Chelsea became the ad executive she always dreamed of. After a tumultuous 3-week relationship, Patrick enlisted in the Queen's Royal Army to escape Daria. And even my future mother-in-law finally came to love me. Sort of. With the help of Edward's brother. My mom and dad finally got the European vacation they had always dreamed of. And everyone lived happily ever after.